Brought to you by Lister Pros TV, streaming from Tempe, Arizona. And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, Jordan Nielsen here, host of Real Estate Pros on Lister Pros TV, and today we have a special guest in studio. We have Ryan Schroeder of Realty Executives. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day and joining me on Real Estate
appreciate it.
Pros.
Honored to be here. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So for those that don't know who you are, we'll give you a couple minutes to introduce yourself.
Yeah, Ryan Schroeder, Ryan the Realtor, Realty Executives from Chicago. I've been here for quite a while. Been in the business for quite a long time, almost 15 years. I live up in the North Valley with my wife and my 3-year-old that gives us a run for our money. So, staying busy and buying and selling a lot of homes.
Sweet, man. So one thing that I like here is the vibe of the koozie mug. This is the first that I've seen. I wasn't sure what this was, but it's a nice little slap bracelet.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Glad you like that. A little Ryan the Realtor swag.
Dude, I
Figured I'd bring you a little something.
I really like this. I like different marketing pieces from real estate agents that kind of do things a little bit differently, you know?
I think that's what it's all about. You know, I think as a real estate agent, you have to separate yourself a little bit. And that's kind of what I try and do. Bring a little bit of that experience, but also that marketing side of things. There's a lot of real estate agents here in Phoenix, 77,000. So you got to come up and get creative, not only when you're marketing homes, but, you know, when you're marketing and branding yourself. And that's a lot of what I try and do. So,
Right. So let's talk about why Realty Executives. Why did you choose Realty Executives?
Yeah, Realty Executives, great organization. I did my due diligence, you know, when picking and choosing what agency I wanted to work with. Great company. I think there's a lot of great people there that have been in the business for quite a while. They've been around for almost 55 years. It's just a quality organization. For me, on the branding side of things, I think when you see Realty Executives, whether you're another agent or whether you're a client, you see Realty Executives logos around, you automatically associate that with a quality organization. And that's something that I wanted to be a part of, and happy and proud to be a part of Realty Executives that they had me come on board. So that's a big part of it. Happy, really just overall, they support me as a real estate agent with all the things that I need, and the branding piece of it is great as well.
Yeah, awesome. And I think, you know, from a marketing perspective, you're doing a killer job, man. And before we started the show, we were checking out your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Do a quick plug, Local Valley Vibes on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can check it out. We watched one, very high production quality, very cool and engaging. So you guys will have to check it out. But let's talk a little bit about Local Valley Vibes, why you decided to do that.
Yeah,
appreciate it. What's the thing behind it?
Yeah, shout out to my editing team, too. They do an awesome job. Thanks for noticing that. You guys do a lot of marketing here, and they do a great job for me. But Local Valley Vibes, another thing to kind of separate myself a little bit from other agents, I get out in the community supporting local businesses. I come from a line of entrepreneurs. My parents and I really enjoy getting out there and trying to help support and draw attention to the local community, whether it be local businesses or different people that are in the neighborhood that have local businesses. So that's important to me. And so Local Valley Vibes, it's not that I reinvented the wheel or anything, but it's a show that I came up with. I write and do the show, direct the show kind of, and get out there and draw attention to awesome, unique local hotspots that are here in the Valley, family fun places, or just some different restaurants that offer some different things than your local, than your random corporate restaurant. So we started the first one. We did at Local Patron up in North Scottsdale, which was great. That was episode 1, which was the premiere. And then we recently did one up at Dylan's Barbecue and Lake Pleasant Harbor, which was awesome. It's a great spot. A lot of people don't even know about it, up off the I-17 and Carefree Highway. But really cool area right on the lake, and amazing barbecue food. So Next episode coming down the road. Been busy buying and selling real estate, so that's my main focus. And when I get a few minutes, I get to do the local Valley Vibes and help bring attention to some of the local community restaurants. Yeah.
So are you the one behind the production on local Valley Vibes?
Yeah. So
honestly, very impressed with the production. I'm like, you really thought a lot of little things. Like a lot of people will just get hung up on audio and they don't get the basics down. But you really y'all got to check it out because really high production quality, man.
Yeah, I had a
you have a background in anything like that?
Marketing, I've just got a vision for what I want, and I work with the guys that help me edit it. They do a great job, and, it's teamwork, right? It's just like buying and selling real estate. It's a team game, and I've got a kind of an idea of how I want it to look, and we go and we work with the people at the restaurant, the servers and the owners, and how they want to be presented on camera, and it's kind of a unique thing. I know there's other people around that do it, but I think we do a pretty good job at editing it and producing a quality little video and draw some attention to local cool spots that maybe you might not have heard of.
Sure. And before you became Ryan the Realtor, you were a lender in a previous life. So talk to us about how having been a lender helps you and your clients as a real estate agent.
I think it's a unique aspect that I bring to the table a little bit with experience and my knowledge. I got into the business back in 2002, and I've been around lending on the financing side for a really long time, worked with several different banks and agencies. And so being on the opposite side of the transaction now as a real estate agent, it really allows me to bring a different avenue to the buyers and sellers on the financing side, which a lot of agents, some of them don't understand or don't know about. And I've done a lot of transactions and party to a lot of transactions on the financing side. So I've got that expertise and where every dollar should be and needs to be to protect the client interest and everything else that comes along with the transaction. So it's kind of a unique aspect where I kind of bring the best of both worlds to the client. Yeah.
So as a real estate agent, we know the Valley is a huge area, right? So is there like an area that you specifically focus on in Phoenix, or how does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, so I live, work, and play up in the North Valley. I do a lot of business up in the North Valley. However, real estate, as a real estate agent, it takes you all over the place. I've done transactions in the Southeast Valley, out in the West Valley, wherever a client has a need. I'm willing to go. And I think that's one of the things as a real estate agent you can't really pigeonhole yourself into one specific avenue or one specific area. I think that comes with clients, it comes with time. But I've been able to, kind of move around the valley and, try and help people wherever I'm needed.
Sure. So, yeah. And as a real estate agent, what are some of those things that you focus on to be successful as a real estate agent?
I think a lot of it's hard work and bringing, my expertise to the table. I think a lot of times real estate agents get a little bit transactional based. Right. For me, it's about building client base that's lifelong client base. It's not transactional based for me. It's not just listing a home. It's not just having a first-time home buyer purchase a home and that's great and that's it. These are clients that become friends of mine, become clients for life. And I like to look at it from that approach. And really, with that type of approach, I want to do business with your kids. I want to do business with your mother and father, anybody coworkers, and make sure that each one of those clients have a great experience. And that's really the way I've been able to build my business, and people that know me know that that's the professional way of doing things that I have, and they really appreciate that.
So what are those specific things that really set you apart from the mass? Like you mentioned before, there are 77,000 realtors. Yeah. There's probably 78,000 after today, and probably goes up every few hundred.
Yeah, every day. There's somebody's
every
sister
single day,
getting their license.
Why would a buyer or seller want to sell with Ryan versus Joe Schmo down the street?
Well, I think a lot of it comes with expertise and knowledge throughout the whole transaction. I really try and take the client through the transactional process, make it nice and easy for them, and really dive into the details on my end making sure that the transaction process for them is nice and easy. Everybody's happy, and when selling a property, it's about keeping the seller making the most dollars for the seller is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
On the buy side, it's about always about protecting buyer interest, seller interest, and really being able to account for all those dollars. And it's a big investment either way, whether you're selling a property or whether you're buying a property. It's very important. So I try and bring all that approach to the table, and I think that's why a lot of people do business with me.
Awesome, yeah. Ryan. Well, if somebody watching is looking to hire an agent to buy or sell a home in the Valley, how do people get a hold of you?
Yeah, so you can reach me. You can Google Ryan the Realtor. You'll find me here in Arizona. You can also call me at 602-469-9693. I've got a great website also, www.easyazhomefinder.com. Live MLS feeds. You can find me there, and I'm available. So if you need my help, whether you're buying or selling property, feel free to give me a call.
And when people buy or sell, do they get one of these things?
Oh, yeah, certainly.
Man, this is definitely worth
buying
it.
or selling with me, you get multiple beverage koozies. So.
Yeah, those are nice. So
yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day, Ryan.
Yeah, appreciate you having me. Thanks. It was an honor to be here. Appreciate it.
And we will see you guys on the next episode.